So the second semi-final in the women's sevens, and New Zealand against England. We now know it's for the right to play Australia in the final later today. And New Zealand all smiles as they run out. This is how they have reached the semi-final, beating Kenya, South Africa and Canada. Comfortable wins against all. Canada perhaps gave them a bit more of a test. England, with that win over Fiji, then narrowish loss to Australia, managed to beat Wales, coming through as the runners-up in their pool. Alhambra Nievas of Spain in charge of this one. And as impressive as Australia have been in this tournament so far, England have played well also. I think New Zealand have looked best of all. Yes, most definitely. Rematch of the Rugby World Cup 15s final, of which millions of people watched all over the world. And this is a task as tall as the Gold Coast skyscrapers for this English team. New Zealand formidable, and they have the one secret ingredient. Portia Woodman, World Rugby Player of the Year for the women. She is outstanding. But it will be New Zealand who get us underway, and again, great height on that kickoff. And coming through, trying to secure it for England, Lydia Thompson, but it's there for New Zealand, so they will have the first real attack in this game. Flinging it deep, deep, though, hoping to create something out wide. And here is Woodman. She's so powerful. But one thing England do have is plenty of strength. A lot of 15s players playing sevens, so there's no shortage of power in the English ranks. Pace so important as well, though. New Zealand out on the flank. The flying figure cutting through at the moment is Michaela Blythe. She really can go, and taking play almost up to the England 22. But England able to set their defence once again. Sarah Goss, the skipper, trying to find Woodman, risky pass, but here is Portia Woodman now. And there is a bit of that muscle going over the top of Megan Jones. Moved out by Tyler Nathan Wong, and then the switch of play again to their captain, Sarah Goss. Woodman alongside her. And fed out by Fitzpatrick. The England defence up very, very quickly indeed, as has to be, shutting down New Zealand. The ball is loose, though, unable to be taken by Tyler Nathan Wong. Moves it deeper now. That gives England just a chance to reassemble their defence, but cutting through is Goss, and Goss will go all the way to the try line. First score, first blood to New Zealand in this semi-final. And it's that combination on the right-hand side. So often you see Sarah Goss as a prelude to Woodman running in, but there she used Woodman as a great threat. 2 hands on the ball, playing with the defence, and just gets on the outside of Megan Jones, not able to keep up the pace after 3 or 4 whips. Such is New Zealand's skill set. A semi-little swallow dive, and that's brought in some serious rapture applause, and that's a nice celebration you want to see. The 2 most potent players of this All Blacks team out wide, Goss and Woodman, celebrating a score. The conversion attempt is just wide. Yes, as you pointed out there, when all eyes are really on Woodman as the threat, Goss could use that there and find their own way through. Now Tyler Nathan Wong takes the restarts for New Zealand. And it's not going to go the 10.
Play on.
So England able to just watch it.
A bounce there, managing to just get over. As soon as it crosses the line, it is playable. Williams flicks it inside, but not enough to stop it being England ball. Now this is the first chance England get to use their set piece.
It's good through Scarlett, and now an opportunity for England to show what they can fashion an attack. Heather Fisher comes in. And that switch of play, and there is Emily Scarlett again, such experience that she has in both forms of the game. Anything doing out wide for Deborah Fleming. Good bit of power carries her up to halfway. Play just slows down for a moment. And then Scarlett once again, a step inside, now looking for support, finds it for Megan Jones, and Megan Jones doesn't quite have the pace to go all the way, but has support from Fisher. Fisher stumbling and tackled into the 22. England with the opportunity still if they can move it quickly. Abby Brown is there, the captain will go in for the score for England. Not too far away from the post either.
Well, captain's responding. First of all, Goss for New Zealand. Now Abby Brown gives a big thumbs up. Rightly takes a bit of time to get her breath back. Heather Fisher, always in support. Manages to ride the hit from Williams, create the breakdown, and then most importantly, England retain the ball, shift it across. Scarrett moves it across there, and Abby Brown, she does the easy bit, gets to the outside of Woodman, who was screaming for support. That's a really important score, because once New Zealand get a stranglehold of these games, they're like anacondas, they just tighten.
There's several players featured in that, but I thought the role of Heather Fisher as the conversion just comes back off the upright. Heather Fisher's role was key inside the 22, had to be brave as well with that challenge coming in from Niall Williams and Fitzpatrick as well just before that, but misconversion, 5 points apiece.
There's many words to describe Heather Fisher. Brave would definitely be one of them. She plays like she's plugged into the mains.
So England's restart, and perhaps just a fraction too long, taken down by Broughton and New Zealand inside their own 22, but opportunity to attack once again. Nathan Wong gets it out to Woodman, and Woodman's away already. So dangerous, so quick. Oh, lovely step, the balance, and now the pace. Can England get back there to cover? Woodman for the line. White shirts all around, and the tackle is there, and what a wonderful covering tackle from Thompson. Try saver, and England now try and come away from their own line. The New Zealand celebrations had already started, but now England a chance to counter. Fisher, support outside. And again, Scarrett uses that strength to try and go over the top of Gail Broughton. Well, what a moment that might prove to be in this match. A juggle though and a knock on, and New Zealand will have the put in, and we'll have a great attacking platform here. But we'll have a chance, I think, to relive that. Well, so close to a try for Woodman, but the covering defence was superb.
Well, Claire Allen, a police officer in former life, she's faced some pretty tough tasks. Chasing down Portia Woodman would be one of them. But sadly it's her that makes the error in midfield. So frustrating, but what a moment to stop Woodman, but most importantly, tire her out, because now she takes her place on the sideline. She can go back on, they've got 5 replacements they can make. She can come on for the last half at any point she wants, but now she's not on the pitch, which takes away some sizable threat.
Yeah, it's an interesting tactic, just using for sessions on the pitch. Tyler Nathan Wong gets New Zealand going again. They may still have that try towards the end of this first half. Instead, it is the pace of Kelly Brazier bringing New Zealand forward, and Baker gets them going once again. And again, the England defence up so quickly. But Williams feeds out, and it is going to be a try, and it is a try for Michaela Blyde. We've seen her danger already in this match. And so the score is there for New Zealand. Their lead is 5 points, conversion to come.
A relatively quiet tournament for Blyde. She's normally accruing 10-12 tries per tournament. She really is formidable with ball in hand. You can see her sprinting style. Woodman goes off. We said about the power she's got, but pace in abundance by Blyde. Thompson not able to get nearer.
You know, much is talked about the offloading of Sonny Bill Williams in the men's game, and there was a quality offload there from his sister, Niall Williams, and the conversion is good as well, and that again may prove important, because a 7-point try right at the end of this first half, although when the try was scored the clock hadn't gone dead, so we'll still have time for this restart. The hooter sounds, but we'll go again, and Tyler Nathan Wong will try and hang this one high. She does this, a little balletic dance, and then sends it the other way. So an opportunity for England, deep inside their own half, but, well, into touch goes Deborah Fleming. Well, it's an opportunity for England here. They do trail at half-time, but certainly a chance to come back and cause an upset, and it would be an upset against New Zealand. A place against Australia in the final up for grabs, and New Zealand 12-5 up at the break.
And looking good for it. They've got the power, the pace we mentioned. And what England have done really well is defend to their utmost. You have to do that against New Zealand. And what we get in the game of sevens is wonderful insight now as cameras will probe into the half-time team huddles. And I'm very sure James Bailey, ex-England Sevens player himself, will be talking about that defence and how good it has been and how good it needs to continue to be.
My finger is on the mute button ready because a few of the players have been using choice language at half-time. They all know the cameras and microphones are in there, so we'll listen in. We'll just watch some replays instead, just as it was getting interesting. But there was Goss giving the team talk, and there was Goss scoring the captain's try, as you said, for New Zealand in the first half.
Yeah, and a big point there was about getting there, these breaks. You can see often when these line breaks happen, just as England do here, it's about that next play, the supportive player. Everybody automatically drawn to that breakdown, and with that, you have a bit of space you can exploit, as Abby Brown did there. Shifted across this time. Williams, you mentioned, offloading name, synonymous with the game of rugby. This time Niall, rather than Sonny Bill, gives it on the plate for Michaela Blythe. The Australian crowd always going to enjoy this type of atmosphere. I'm sure they are not the only people hoping for an English win.
Well, they wouldn't mind a game against New Zealand in the final, though. I think Australia sort of mini Bledisloe Cup. But yes, I think most of the Australian crowd would still be cheering for England in this one. So half-time and plenty to play for here. And the restart looks pretty good. It's well judged, and Scarrett, the tall, powerful figure of Emily Scarrett, onto it. So an early attacking opportunity. Fisher flings it out, and it works its way nicely now for England. And it's going to be a fly to the corner, but not quite getting there. And that was great covering by Blythe.
Wasn't it outstanding? Lydia Thompson trying to get the knees up, but Blythe reels her in. Goes down the legs like a lasso tackle, and with the momentum takes Lydia Thompson into the touchline. That was a real opportunity for England, but again, we've seen an outstanding piece of try-saving defence in this game.
3 and 6 off, please.
So England making changes. Lydia Thompson and Debbie Fleming going off.
1 sec.
Didn't quite see who's coming on, but we'll soon find out.
Expect to be Jess Breach. She's got some serious pace herself.
And New Zealand just secure that line-out ball, and Tyler Nathan Wong moves it one more time, and New Zealand try and come from deep. There is Niall Williams. And Tyler Nathan Wong shifts it again, and Goss. And good covering tackle comes in on Baker, but nobody there to secure that loose ball, and England secure the penalty as well.
We've got the moral play there, because it looked very much like they're in touch on this near side. But this is exactly where England need to be now. A little bit of composure, get your breath back, take the 10 seconds or so you need to execute your set-piece play, and they've got some big line runners. Scarrett, centering 15s. Heather Fisher runs through walls for fun.
And it's Fisher who feeds it out now, and England through Natasha Hunt, and then the shift to play. And Fisher once again now tries to fend and gives support. Oh, lovely hands, and still with England, just 3-4 metres from that New Zealand line. Hauled down, and New Zealand able to pile over the top, but illegally so. Niall Williams infringing, and England, if they're quick, should score now. But Blythe, that covering tackle once again, as Breach unable to find her way to the try line. Still an opportunity for England, and Abby Brown carries it in herself, the captain. Fisher in to try and secure that ball, does well. Still that black line of defence is there. Emily Scarrett again using that handoff, and there's a meeting of powerful figures. Still England's ball, still 5-6 metres out, trying to find a chink in the New Zealand armour. Great defence by New Zealand, and the ball is loose and over the head of Fisher, and Tyler Nathan Wong has it, so no try for England. Reward for the New Zealand defence, and Baker just bouncing off the challenge that came in from Claire Allen, who felt that one. And New Zealand are almost running out of patience, fancying a kick, but there's some tired bodies running back now.
The one thing you get with defence is sheer exhaustion. This is a real test of character now, this English team.
Oh, it's risky and it's a little bit loose, and Breach has to do well. Now some support arrives, but it's there for Niall Williams and for New Zealand. And just a little pause from Kelly Brazier, and Tyler Nathan Wong has it. And so from one end of the pitch to the other, to an opportunity for New Zealand. And Shakira Baker, nobody outside her, so hangs on. Goss, her captain, is there now. Tyler Nathan Wong. And everybody shattered on the pitch. Very warm conditions. A little step through from Kelly Brazier. England trying to steal that ball. Tyler Nathan Wong has it though. And with bodies tiring, the space will appear. And Goss tries to find it. Taken down well by Abby Brown. Still with New Zealand though. Tyler Nathan Wong moves it out to Williams. Wide to Baker. And Shakira Baker will be in for the try.
Well, take a look at that shot there. 10 people on their haunches. Everything they have just put into that last 2.5 minutes of play. Courageous defence, whole length of the field after the kick from Brazier, and this is where character is shown on a sevens pitch. The black smoke well and truly coming out of the exhaust pipes. I am sure there is very little energy left in the systems of these women, but what a play from New Zealand. Character personified. That is a monumental score with an important conversion that takes it too far away from the English, I feel.
A great conversion it was as well from Tyler Nathan Wong. And that passage of play, which really went from England camp to the New Zealand line, great defence from New Zealand, and they turned it through phase after phase into an attack, into a try, and with that conversion as well. 2 converted tries clear of England now. There is time to score a couple of tries, but again, for both of them to be converted, it's a tall order. England have to secure the ball first of all. Woodman's back on the field, and the kick out, Scarrett.
And the last thing you want now is Portia Woodman to be back on the pitch. Just as aggressive in defence as she is, outstanding in attack. But England now must have a little bit of tempo on the ball. Claire Ann has the ball, needs to get the ball in play and get that score quickly. Needs to be near the posts.
This can still be done, but they have to score and score quickly. Now Scarrett looking for support, finds it. And Emily Scott was there, but again Tyler Nathan Wong over it, and New Zealand have the penalty.
He's holding on.
And that may be enough for New Zealand to secure victory.
An absolute gamesmanship now. Tyler Nathan Wong rightly taking her time. She's credited for the turnover. No support for the England team. Give the ball back. They have 30 seconds. Expect this clock to hit 1 minute left. And then for New Zealand to keep it for the remaining 60 seconds.
So New Zealand, Broughton, plenty of pace as well, and Blythe outside. The game's slipping away quickly from England now. A reminder that should they lose, they'll go into a bronze medal match against Canada. Woodman, though, so dangerous, again so quick on the outside, and look at the pace of Portia Woodman, who will seal the victory for New Zealand now. All the way around the outside and back in to go under the posts.
We have a restart.
And New Zealand are heading for a collision course with Australia in the final.
Well, Woodman, you feel, in this Commonwealth Games, could well medal in several events. I expect she wouldn't be too far away to sprint. She is absolutely electric, picks the knees up, off she goes. Stolen from netball, thankfully, because she is an absolute starlight in the game of sevens. But the differential between these two teams have been the defence. New Zealand effort on effort.
Just a couple of seconds remaining, the conversion goes through. They will restart as the hooter sounds. They're really just seeing out this game now, so a chance for us to remind you that that final in the women's sevens will take place at 20 to 6 in the morning UK time, and it will be between Australia and New Zealand, as we suspected it might. And the bronze medal match will be between England
Backwards.
and Canada. But how will this match finish? It will finish with a boot into touch from Kelly Brazier. And it is New Zealand who go through to play Australia in the final for the gold medal. England will play Canada for the bronze medal. New Zealand winners here in the Robina Stadium, 26 points to 5.